He
It
was
be
trying
like
to
that.
sleep and shit.
Fuck wrong with y'all niggas? Oh, Glasses Malone.
No, I ain't never seen
Yeah,
it yet, but
Whatever happened to that nigga, man? I don't remember that one song they did
I
with
know, bro.
T Pain and Birdman. You remember that song?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. He was bumping. He had a good little run that song too.
Yeah, that shit was hard as hell. I love that song. That was my favorite. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Yeah. Y'all see the logo. Y'all see what it is. You know what I'm saying? We finna, we finna come in with the real. You know what I mean?
We
Yeah. My
Yeah,
back,
boy.
man. You
baby.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We
We
did things,
back,
man. You
baby,
feel me,
live
man?
and direct in the flesh. We're not technically in the
Yeah. You
flesh,
know what I'm
but we
saying?
live, baby.
We are flesh. You know what I'm
I'm live
saying?
from the Turtle Dome, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Right.
sir. I'm in the South Side. You already know how I do it. It's your boy King Run, aka King Randy Savage, and I'm here with the guys. You know what I'm saying? We back. What it do to the left of me or the right of me, however your screen is right now.
Well, my screen is at the
Well,
bottom.
I was yeah.
So you already
Where,
know
where,
who it is. It's the man of
where,
the hour, too sweet to be sour. Sun Heroes in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
that guy that's up top of me, not Ron, but this other guy right over here named Kenny Andretti, he thinks he's the father of everything, but he's not.
hey,
He
the
just
DNA.
he just did a
We
lot of
already
good drugs, y'all.
we
It's all
we
good.
already went to Maury, bro. I am your father.
That's
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying?
But I'm not light
Y'all,
skinned, bro. I'm caramel. That's the difference. That's the difference, bro.
This man crazy, bro.
anyway, it's your goddamn player partner, Kenny and Dre. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to waste no introductions. I'm gonna get
Mm,
straight to it. This week on Dynamite, we had a monumental debut, and it
mm,
wasn't a wrestler. No,
mm.
it was a nigga rapping a nigga to the ring, and it was
Yeah.
West Side Gun,
Boom,
Ice in the
boom, boom, boom,
bitch
boom, 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 boom.
with the GXFR Marshawn Lynch Buffalo Bills jersey on. You know what I'm saying? He had like 15
Yes.
chains on. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? The froze out AP
Couldn't even see his
on.
neck. You know what I'm
Froze
saying?
out, bruh.
Couldn't even see his
You know
neck.
what I'm saying?
AEW took notice.
Right.
And 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 Daniel Garcia put that boy Willie Udas in the dirt.
Mm. Talk
Dirt now.
about
Hey, them
Brand new
folks
Ring of
finna.
Honor pure champion.
it. Right.
Daniel
That
Garcia.
was a cold ass match, man.
It was
It
good
was
as
a
hell,
cold ass
bro. It
match.
was really good. We got to talk about the good first before we get into the
But
nitty gritty of everything. Yeah,
the
Oh,
that
well,
match
man,
was fire.
we
That match
yeah.
was fire as
them
hell. I wish people would have a more appreciation for, you know, more of the technical wrestling,
mm,
especially pure wrestling that happens in Ring of Honor. I've bragged about this match stipulation since Ring of Honor came back, and I've been
mm,
telling people like, bro, if you like that style of wrestling, you would definitely love pure matches. I fucking love pure matches. That was another example of how a pure match should go. And in my opinion,
mm.
the right person won. I love Willie Yuta. I love Willie Yuta, but I just feel
It
like
was
You
his
the
Daniel
man.
time, bro.
Garcia, yeah, Daniel
It was his
Garcia was
time,
that
bro.
Right.
dog that
Check
he.
this out though. We might
Hmm.
want to go and run through the good, cause you know we got a lot to cover on the bad side.
Right.
Part two,
Before we
people,
do
we
that
got
though,
two parts.
before we get off of wrestler, this raps in the wrestling, we also got Action Bronson, who's also got a match coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really looking
Hey,
forward to that
I'm looking
because
forward to it too, bro. Holy
because
shit.
Hey,
I
check
never
this
thought
out.
about seeing Action Bronson in the wrestling ring, bro.
Well,
Of
if
He's
you
a
all
been paying
wrestling
people,
fan
attention,
too.
I know,
yeah,
and
if you
that's
been
the
paying attention
crazy
to his
thing, bro.
Instagram, he been training to wrestle for like years now.
Yeah, they're like also another rapper in wrestling, like Les out there in Houston. You know what I'm saying? He
That
down there. He
surprised me.
down there at Reality of Wrestling with Booker T. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn 5-time really more than 5-time world champion, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we know.
That's his thing, and you know what I'm saying. Les, he down there, he been wrestling, he been fucking getting this shape for years, also like on some Action
Hey,
Bronson type shit. So I wouldn't be
speaking of
surprised.
speaking of rappers and wrestling, the feud between the Acclaimed and Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland, another rapper in wrestling, and then
Right,
you got Max
Yeah.
Caster, another
another
rapper in
rapper in
wrestling.
Yeah,
wrestling.
so it's
So we
just
we
taking
taking
over,
over,
baby.
baby. We
Taking
taking
over, baby. That's what it is, man. And but that match,
We taking
I'm
over,
still
baby.
mad that they didn't give them the titles, bro. Cause them
Nah,
motherfuckers
Hey, hold
nah.
on.
dominant, bro.
Before we get off of that, I just thought about it. It's an indie promotion. They got another rapper that's wrestling.
Don't
Little
even nah.
Scrappy.
Battle,
No,
yeah, I
no,
know.
no,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
Battle
no,
Slam. I
no,
think
no, no.
some shit
The
going
bro,
in
Lil
Atlanta.
Scrappy.
What? Come on,
Scrappy
bro.
hit a
Come
nigga with a
on. Hold
rock
on,
bottom, bro.
hold on, bro. Before you dismiss it, nah, listen.
What's up
Before
with
you
this baby,
dismiss it,
bro?
man, listen, Kenny. Before you dismiss it, bro. I saw the clips. Of Scrappy doing his thing, and you know, it for his first time in the ring, bro. Stop it, nigga. You dismissing him when it was actually it wasn't even that bad. I wouldn't want to see him
Do this
constantly,
on a
but
regular basis.
yeah, but it wasn't that bad for his first going. Come on, you can't lie, bro. That nigga, I mean, he had to learn that shit on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
He probably been training too, bro. But it's just crazy as hell how
Yeah.
in 2022 rappers has really fucking dived into the wrestling has really dived into the culture of rapping. I can't even say it the other way around, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been wrestling fans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shit, they been wrestling fans. They got the notoriety right now where they can everything they doing right now is fucking involved in wrestling. Like let's say if we had when we get the time and the, you know what I'm saying, the money, we gonna be at every event we can be at. You know what I'm saying?
God, I'm already putting that
We
plan in
already
motion.
planning on going to events. You know what I'm saying? Like this coming up, and we want to go to and whatnot. So it ain't. Don't even get it twisted, bro.
I'ma eat it.
Before I get off this topic, well, before I really slide out of this jump, bro, Kenny pulled up a video off of the live and shit of goddamn the No Limit Soldiers in WCW.
Yeah.
It's a time that I forgot about, but I quickly remembered as soon as I saw the footage and shit, bro. Because they had the overalls with the fucking army fatigue camo and shit, bro. Like, oh my god, Master
Rey
P
Mysterio
really
with no
had
mask.
Rey Mysterio without the mask, bro. They had Rey Mysterio, Conan. Who else they have in that joint? Kenny.
I forget.
Like, it was Brian
I think it was like the Filthy
Armstrong.
Animals. I think it
Nah,
was the
nah,
Filthy
nah,
Animals.
nah. There was the 50 Animals was after the No Limit Soldiers,
Oh, okay.
but it was Conan, Rey
Ray.
Mysterio, Brian Armstrong,
Mm-hmm.
some dude named Chase, and the original Big Swole.
The original, he was swole as fuck.
The original
Nah,
Big
yeah, he was big
Swole.
one.
He was bigger than what's that boy name? Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah.
Ahmed Johnson was big as hell.
Ahmed Johnson was just fuck. Man, God damn it, that's another story for a different day. Because I'm gonna be all day with that man.
Hey, yeah. So continue with this good. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta cycle through it. Because we gotta talk about what we got to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So continuing with the good of this week.
Intercontinental Championship match.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. We still on raps and wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we officially got Tupac at AEW.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But boy,
for those that don't know, have been living under a rock, and everything is gonna play to what we're finna talk about later. But your boy Pac, formerly known as Neville in WWE, he is the first time, two belt champion in AEW. We got the trios title and the new Mid Atlantic Mid-Atlantic
the All Atlantic,
Championship.
All Atlantic Championship. So
All
he is
Atlantic
now.
Championship. And
So Pac is now Tupac.
Tupac, 2 belts.
You know what I'm saying? Him,
Right decision
him,
though, honestly.
and the Death
because-
Triangle. They officially 3 of America's Most Wanted.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing but a
that
gangster
was the
party.
Somebody need to go and make that little post with them in around that joint here. Alex in the
nothing but-
bottom.
yeah.
Now I had Tupac in the, you know what I'm saying, the Tupac spot.
Hey, the Death Row J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yup.
you wrestling fans out there, y'all need to get to
Man,
it now.
please-
You know what I'm saying? We
Please
need
do
it.
that, man.
Good
For real.
news, man.
Also-
It's great to see them.
Continue with the good of this week. The Intercontinental Championship match between Walter and Sheamus. No, I'm not calling him Gunther. I never call him Gunther.
Yeah, I never call him Gunther.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Them boys are doing some scrapping out there. Them
That
boys
That
are
was a
scrapping.
man. Oof.
That was
Folks said that whole
was-
had 8 wrestling moves. Rest
all
of them was
chops.
kicks and punches and slaps and
all
chops.
chops,
and shit.
bro. All
Like,
chops.
this shit
chest.
wild
about-
as hell.
I'm talking
Man,
about
my
them boys'
chest hurt.
chest was so red. You know what I'm saying? They were beating the life out of each other. Like,
My chest.
Triple
hurt.
H has been doing the greatest of job with those mid-card belts. Those mid-card belts are no longer mid-card belts. They are main event championships. Bobby Lashley is a main eventer. He is not a mid-card guy. Walter is a main eventer, not a mid-card guy. And not to mention, also on top of that, he reformed Imperium, baby.
Right.
Imperium is back.
Just
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
them
Just
fucking
like
calls
that
heavy.
pay-per-view. Because my guys told me to do it. I was like, you know what? At the time I didn't have Peacock, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I went back and got Peacock and watched the damn pay-per-view. Watched that match. Watched that match. This man. Watched that match, bro. I saw Sheamus' chest. It looked like raw meat. Y'all know how
man, shit.
y'all know how white and pale
Sheamus
Sheamus
is,
is,
bruh.
bro. That boy had all the color in his chest. This
Shit was red.
as fuck.
I'm talking about ruby red, bro. Like
This shit was so fucking red, bro.
Yeah.
And then my favorite thing, you said Walter. We ain't gonna call him Gunther.
We ain't calling him Gunther.
So my favorite thing Walter did, bro. Sheamus' ass was sitting on the top rope. That boy chopped his ass off the top rope and he fell to the ground. I was like, this shit look like it hurt. I'm not taking it. You know
I'm
what
not
I'm saying?
taking no shot from Walter, bro.
And also, this is my highlight of the WWE this weekend.
Mhm.
At TakeOver, when worlds collide, Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet.
Mhm.
Classic 5-star match. I haven't
I didn't
seen
see
too
that,
much
John.
of
I saw
Carmelo.
I heard it was a cold ass match.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of Carmelo Hayes in NXT, but judging from this match alone,
It was killing
Melo
it.
don't
Carmelo's
don't
gonna be a
miss.
star, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He gonna be a star. Like he's our. I've seen just enough of him in NXT to realize, like, yeah, they got something special on their hands if he decides to go to the main roster or whatnot. But they got something special on their hands, and now we ain't got that worry no more because Papa H is at the helm of everything. So we
Shit,
can
Papa H.
now we can see like
The progression of wrestlers and shit.
I got confidence. Yeah, I got confidence. I got the confidence into see where that man gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else happened? Oh, Solo Sikoa is now officially in the bloodline.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
what Clash at the Castle.
Yeah.
The swerve at the end of the match with the title and whatnot. Because apparently the Usos wasn't cleared to wrestle. So they wasn't on the flight. They wasn't even there apparently. Or maybe they was. I don't know. I can't remember. But
Probably
they wasn't
bad.
out there. And they didn't have no match on the card. You know what I'm saying? Which
Uh,
is a bad thing when you have unified titles. Because them titles did not get defended at all in a major pay-per-view event, you know.
mhm.
Hey,
That was kind of trash
got-
because I wanted to see them, but
I got
seeing
two more things.
Solo come out, and I was like, oh yeah, about time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we already knew that was coming.
I got two more things before we get to what we need to get to. Y'all got something else?
Nah,
Somebody say nah.
everything's been okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Two more things on the good side. One, the return of MJF.
yeah.
The way they
Yeah.
did that, that was a masterclass. That was so dope. That was so epic. The way they pulled it off, it beautiful. With the voicemail, with the involvement of
Uh-huh.
Stokely Hathaway, it's
Yeah, that
Uh-huh.
story
chef's
they've
kiss.
been building and whatnot.
You think it's hold on, you think it's being built because a lot of people still don't understand how that's gonna work. But because I sure as hell was like, what the hell does because Stokely got his own thing with another group, which is later on. But
Yeah,
all I'm
but you
saying is
already
like,
know MJF not doing no hard work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
But nah, it was great.
Hey,
And he gonna have all the money to do whatever he want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, because my brother, shout out to Ace the Hitman, he was like, man, that's
Hitman.
MJF. He, he called as soon as he saw this man. He like, man, that's MJF. And I was like, I don't know, bro. This nigga look, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, yeah, I was still open to it, you know what I'm saying, until the end of the night when they did the
Shit.
whole little reveal and shit.
Shit, I knew it was MJF just off the strength. Like when Punk won the belt back, we're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
into that too. But when he won the belt back, I automatically knew um yeah, MJF's coming back. But I didn't realize that it was gonna be same night. I thought it was gonna be like,
On Dynamite.
yeah, after actions that transpired, I thought I was gonna pull out. I thought he was gonna come back to full gear. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, still good to see MJF back in the fold of things because boy, they needed him
Yeah,
in a
it was
way.
coming. It was getting to the point where people was really realizing that MJF haven't been around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And with the pop this man got when this shit happened was fucking. I'm talking about attitude era. You know what I'm attitude
He
level
was
type of pop. You
he
know
Niggas
what
was
I'm
got
getting
that
saying?
money
cheered louder than the guy that won the main event.
Right.
And we
And
not gonna
in his
get to that.
hometown.
in
We
his
not
own.
gonna get to it. We not gonna get to that yet before we get to this good shit. So
Like in his own
hold on.
town.
My last bullet point of the week is the the championship tournament for the AEW belt,
Mm-hmm.
in which I
Hey,
believe wholeheartedly that title should go to Bryan Danielson.
It's gonna go. Yeah.
Ain't no way around it. It got to go to Bryan Danielson. No, because you are not putting that
no,
belt on
man.
Chris Jericho.
Hell
Chris
no, you
Jericho
putting the
can.
jump back on Mox. He gonna be the first time,
Uh
ever time,
uh.
3-time world time champion. Legend. Time to be a
It got.
legend, bro.
It's
It
time
gotta
for
be
it to go
Mox.
to Bryan Danielson.
It gotta be Mox, bro. I'm sorry. I love you. I respect your opinion. You my nigga for life. But Mox got to win. Mox has to become the legend, bro. He's been carrying AEW all year,
I mean, he
even
been
without
carrying
the belt,
AEW. He really been carrying AEW since
since
AEW
the
became a
beginning,
thing. That is correct.
even
I
without the belt.
cannot. I can't fault you here. But this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
Let's go.
clean up the lineage of that belt right now because of the situation at hand, right?
Man, because
Mm-hmm.
shit's been hot
So,
potatoed.
so, who better? Who's a bigger locker room leader? Who's a more positive image?
Mm-hmm.
Who's a better wrestler?
Mm-hmm.
Who's more over? Is hands down has to be Bryan Danielson for
Right.
those reasons. Not just for the political reasons, but for the in-ring reasons. It's Bryan Danielson. He has to be the one to take over the reins and become the locker room leader and take the company flag and run with it because he's got to be the company saving grace at this point.
Right. Because my boy
Yeah,
said he
he
was supposed to
does.
be on vacation anyway. You know
My
what I'm
my
saying?
nigga said, nah, fuck that. I'm coming back because of the bullshit that happened. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back and I'm gonna make sure everything is straight. Y'all not finna fuck up what we got going on because of four individuals,
Because of
multiple
some
people than
bullshit.
that wanted to
Because of
be on
some
some
bull.
bullshit. And speak, man, come on. Can we go? Are
Before we
we
get
good
to
on the
that
Hey,
though,
good?
hey,
before
Are
we
we
get to
good on
that
the
though,
good?
because me and Kenny gotta squash this. I feel you about Danielson, bro. They do need somebody that's a pure champion, that's a world
No pun
champion.
intended.
That technique right. Because don't get me wrong, Mox is a great wrestler. But he's not the best wrestler. And if it comes down, I feel like it'll be Mox versus Brian, bro. It'll be Brian because of what Kenny said.
That's
It
slick. What is setting up,
really needs some
honestly.
saving right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think my boy
That's
deserve a vacation.
yeah, he does, man. But I slick. That's what it's finna lead up to. It's gonna be another match between both members of the Combat
Bully Club,
Club.
yeah. And how crazy is that, bro? Them folks like the number one faction in wrestling in less
what
than a
you mean
year
like
there,
them?
man.
It's hands down number one faction in
Like
wrestling.
number one
When they
faction
first
in
when they
wrestling.
when they first put it together, it's like, all right, ain't nobody fucking with these folks.
It was
And then
just
they
two
turned
of them.
around and got,
Man,
and then they turned
who
around and got Wheeler Yuta, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, they got the two OGs that they got. You know what I'm saying? They got the
they got the
young
young
gun,
buck, and then they got
and then they turned around and got Claudio Castagnoli, and it's like,
Mm.
it's overkill. It's
That's
overkill now.
that was the nail in the coffin right there. And now they finna get Daniel Garcia.
now that
I
I feel like
don't. I
I
don't
see
think they'll
this.
actually get Daniel Garcia. I think Daniel Garcia be a standalone act because I don't see him jumping from
JAS.
faction to
To
faction.
group.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but then how that all set up at the end of All Out. I mean, at the end of their match at All Out was like, was it All Out?
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Um, have Brian Danielson come out and put the title around
Ah, that was on Dynamite.
Garcia
My bad.
while Yuta was still in the ring. That's the seed planted right there for maybe like in war between in the BBC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the BCC.
BCC.
Yeah.
This my here sick as hell, freak ass dude.
Shut the fuck up, bro. See, that's how they got their name set up like that,
Nah,
bro.
He said they got
nah,
that name
nah,
set up like
nah,
that.
Jack, nah, Jack, nah,
Boy, a
Jack. You
little
watching
freaking
BBC
naughty.
porn? All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's
Yeah.
get to it. Let's get to it. Let's
It's
get to it.
halfway.
Let's
Let's
get
get
to it.
halfway
Can I start it off
mark.
first
Okay.
because I really no, you
No,
had your
no,
chance.
no.
You
This is
had
my
your
moment.
chance.
This
It's
is my
my
moment. You
turn to
no,
start it
no.
off
This is my
because
moment.
you
This is my
started off
moment.
with the
You
good. Listen,
Yeah, you
listen.
did
You
start
started
off.
off
You
with the
started off
good.
with the good, kid.
I'm
you
finna
know what?
start off with the bad
You
because
know what?
I
You know what?
have a
You know
shit
what?
ton
You
of
know what?
stuff to say.
You know
I
what?
don't give
I'll
a
let
fuck
my
what
child
you
have it.
say. You ain't never been to Japan neither, so I'm finna say what I got to say.
You know
Don't
what? I've
say
been
it.
to Japan.
Motherfucker,
He
these
said,
motherfuckers right here, bruh. Goddamn CM Punk.
mm,
Now, I love CM Punk. I think everybody, we all love CM Punk. We loved him back when he up in his upper echelon days. When he won the title at All Out, I was I was surprised that they even let that happen again.
mm,
But what happened after All Out had everybody talking more so than MJF's return, more so Swerve and the Acclaims, Swerve and Our Glory and the Acclaims match. You know,
a lot of shit got overshadowed, bro.
a lot of shit got overshadowed because if you, for anybody that's been living under a rock, CM Punk shot hard. I mean, he shot a motherfucking Draco
Mm. The
on
whole elite.
Elite, Colt Cabana, and just a slew of other things that
Obviously
it
was
wasn't
bothering him.
right. It wasn't garnered, but at the same time, like, bruh, you didn't have to do that, bruh. Why can you censor this? Can you censor this? Because you're not gonna put this on. You're not gonna put this on the live stream, bruh, and have
This
people
man
think
crazy
this
as
for
hell.
real. This is fake advertisement, people. This ain't real. What you seeing on Kenny Andretti's screen ain't real. I don't know where he got that from. He just made that shit up. He had to pull the picture up for all that. But take that shit down because I'm still not done talking about CM Punk. So
Say
Right.
what you gotta say, bro.
I said what the fuck I got to say, nigga.
You said you wasn't done.
One done, bro.
Come on.
Do y'all think this is the end of the glorious 1 year reign that we had with CM Punk? Because the situation that's at hand doesn't look too good. Doesn't look too likely anybody's gonna be like being,
Cohabited.
yeah, they're not going jail well now after this little debacle. Cause
Um,
so I
I'll
don't know.
start with this. This kind of proves Vince McMahon and Triple H right, to be honest. CM Punk is a locker room cancer. I hate to say it, but he is. He is terrible for a locker room. Two,
I see what he tried to do though. I see what CM Punk was trying to do. He was trying to be, now that you're older, you know a lot. You get older, you might learn more over the course of time. You try to be that voice for the young people, but it's literally like, man, I personally feel like CM Punk didn't have to try to force himself to be a locker room leader when he could just genuinely just show it. And I love Punk, I really do, but I just felt like for that time and for that place, it was not needed for you to do what you did. And granted, man, this is wrestling, bro. Every fucking wrestling company in the history of wrestling has had these type of situations when a fight breaks out in the back room with your EVPs and
Or another wrestler.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like this happens all the time. But I think what's so different about those times and now, obviously, social media is a play in this, but also it's just like
you know how crazy. You know how crazy like we hear the stories now because of the wrestlers is telling them now. You know how crazy it would be if it was back then and they had social media.
Oh my! I was just telling somebody about
all
this
them
shit. I was
stories and
like,
shit about JBL. I was listening to this story the other day where Eddie Guerrero got mad at Kurt Angle and tried to fight Kurt Angle and shit.
bro,
And Kurt Angle fucking whooped his ass. And
talking about
JBL was like, "Man, why did you do that?" He was like,
right.
"Cause I'm crazy."
Was it because I'm a fucking idiot?
I'm an idiot. Like this shit crazy,
But
bro.
nah, I say, bro, it's just
Dad
crazy.
Hero go.
Don't call that nigga Dad Hero. What the fuck wrong? No.
I knew he was gonna pop up, bro. That's why, bro. You gotta play to the camera.
Why you do that, bro? Now this
You gotta
nigga ain't
play
gonna
to the
never
people
get
and
it
shit,
down.
bro.
that was six. I got the look. They try the girls while I got the moves. They make a move. Wait, let me stop singing this shit.
Yeah, you know it, bro.
That was a bop, bro. But I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna say it's a work, but I most
It ain't no
definitely
damn
believe
work.
that.
Hell no.
I most
Ain't
definitely
no
believe
capping
that
here, rap.
that's a
It's over with for that. That ain't
it's
no
a
work.
business, bro. And you signed a contract. You should honor that contract and do your job until that contract is up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it's becoming to the point where it's just that stressful for you, then you need to silently leave, like my boy Malachi Black. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
Just
even
don't make no fuss
So,
about it. Just leave. Go have your time to yourself and get your life together. Because he obviously wasn't ready to come back. Period. First couple matches, broke toe, won the title, broke body parts again. Now he gonna be out for 6 to 8 months.
Then the nigga got a torn pec, is what's being said.
I'm talking about he has some winded ass matches since he returned. Like, bro, you obviously wasn't ready for this return. You know what I'm saying?
It was like it was.
I want to say that it's. I think you had to play to the fact that he hasn't wrestled in 7 years.
7 years.
So I think that most of that was kind of worked. Now, what's not been worked was him in their first injury that wasn't a work, and him in his second injury not a work. But I think the way he's been booked perfectly, and I think he's been the brightest spot in AEW since he returned, especially with the MJF feud, because that was just
that was the
beautiful.
hottest moment of his return.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody
then
was
with MJF
it.
return, it was gonna be the next year for us, damn near.
Yeah,
like,
but
that was gonna be
now I don't think that when Punk got the belt back, I don't think it would have been too much of a long reign. I think he was gonna drop it at
Full
Grand
gear,
Slam.
either
Nah, I
that or
think he would have
full
dropped it.
gear.
He would
It
have dropped
was
it at Grand Slam, and then
the end of the
MJF would have ran
September.
with it. Yeah, the week after
Mm-hmm.
next, week after next,
Mm-hmm.
we got Grand Slam.
But
But
he thought he was.
yeah,
See now, see, I would have. See, my thing is, I would have at least had Punk still hold the title up until Full Gear because you got to think about it. The title already been hot potatoed
no,
already.
see this, but you forgetting where Grand Slam is in what Long Island?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
No.
understand.
It's in Arthur Ashe. It's in New York, which is another MJF hotbed.
Mm-hmm.
Having MJF win that belt in New York City would have drove that crowd crazy. Just like the acclaimed winning the belts in New York City, that crowd gonna go crazy. You need
Mm-hmm.
moments like that. But
Just like Daniel Garcia winning his in his hometown.
in
Hmm.
Buffalo, yeah.
For went crazy.
Yeah, you need those moments. But I think Tony Khan need to get reins of his company first of all. Let's
Yeah,
start there.
I was just
Cause
saying that, man, because
and
I
the and the
had a discussion about this. I think we talked about it on the podcast a while back. I was like, man, it's okay to it's okay to be a fan of what you do because obviously you wouldn't enjoy what you do if you weren't a fan of if you weren't a fan of the actual thing that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel it comes a time when you're gonna have to separate the fandom. You're gonna have to separate that and push it into make shit business because it's getting to a point, bro, where I want AEW to continue to be where it's at, and I feel like this little spackle is not going to, damage them in no way, shape, or form. It may have people looking at them kind of differently, but you're still gonna have people go to AEW, of course. But it's like my thing, bro, he just needs to get a hold of his company because I'm like, bro, you have all of these people. Remember, I said, bro, you have William Regal, you have Billy Gunn, you have Big Show, you have Mark Henry, you have Dean Malenko, you have fucking Jerry Lynn, you have just about anybody that has been in the wrestling business for quite a while. You mean to tell me, you can't have people like sit in certain places to like keep shit occupied, keep it on that business level, especially because a lot of people when the shit broke out with Tony Khan and with the Elite and CM Punk fighting backstage, a lot of people was calling, for Tony Khan at least to like kind of relieve some of his duties, not as still be the owner, but like push some of the shit that you're trying to do onto other people. Like you got William Regal. I know he's with Blackpool Combat Club. I get that. But
Mm-hmm.
William Regal has a lot of knowledge. He's been an on-air general manager for NXT and he's done pretty good. You know what I mean? Why not have William Regal take over or just not even take over, just have him like manage AEW while you be the owner doing what you got to do. If you still want to do creative, that's fine. It's fine. But told bro was running himself strange. Why are you shaking your head, nigga? Because this is real. This is
nah,
real.
it wasn't
And
that.
this is, huh?
It's not that. Hey man, continue with your story, bro.
Oh, shit. Anyway, you was shaking your head, bro. I thought like you finna disagree. But I was like,
Nah,
but nah,
I can't get
no.
this thing
I
Take
got
going.
you.
all you like I said to you, Ron, this man is running himself thin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's obviously that when you try to have all of these responsibilities under your belt, there's going to be a lack of communication. There's going to be a lack of not understanding what the fuck is going on because you got all these responsibilities.
You got all
Now,
these personalities.
That's what I'm saying. A bunch of egos you got to keep in check, man. That's why I'm thankfully, you got those three guys in Jericho, Mox, and Danielson to like steer the ship for a time being to keep everything under control. Because man, like I said, they responded pretty well after the whole debacle with everything happening with the current show this past Wednesday. Yeah, this last Wednesday and shit. So they've done a good job. If they can continue on to just like do what they are doing and just focus on what needs to be done, they'll be okay. But man, that kind of, like I said, it ain't gonna damage them. It's just more so put a like damper
It's gonna
on.
damage you. It's gonna damage you.
Especially if he can't get somebody in place for that, bro. Like I
What's the
understand.
first thing? What's the first thing I told y'all when Triple H took over, created for WWE?
Mm-hmm. I can't
Hold
remember.
on.
A couple weeks back.
Ooh, you niggas in trouble.
They in
Oh,
trouble.
Cause it seemed like soon as
Hey,
Triple H took over, bro, the momentum shifted.
they
the momentum
in
definitely
The
shifted. I
real
trouble.
think
wrestling shit, bro.
it was
And
on the
like
Real
heels of
then,
this
wrestling.
one thing. One thing he did wasn't even much. The shit just shifted. You know what I'm saying?
like all he had to do was like breathe on the company, and he like changed the
Oh,
whole
there we go. Yep, that's
landscape.
literally what it was. The man just breathed on it. He was like, oh,
And it's
and
like you took away the past 15 years of bad booking and backwards storylines and goofy toilet humor. You took that out,
just off
and
of
then
one.
you add the NXT Black and Gold element, and you put it on live TV, and you start making coherent booking decisions and having good matches and putting actual wrestling on television.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's all WWE needed to do. And now you adding back Triple H's guys, the people he can depend on with that too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
So
You put a spotlight on Tommaso Ciampa. You gave Matt Riddle his name back. You bring back Johnny Gargano, Karrion Kross. It's like that roster
man,
is stacked. And now
Mm-hmm.
what'll be the nail in the coffin is because earlier this week the Young Bucks sent out fillers to WWE
Now
and they're consider
explain it to the people out there that might not know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
they want to test the waters and see what it'd be like if they were to leave AEW after their contracts are up and
keep in
go to
mind,
WWE. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing about that is AEW can't afford to lose no Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
They can't afford to lose Kenny Omega. They can't
Mm-hmm.
afford to lose CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Granted, which I see if CM Punk were to leave AEW, I don't think he'll wrestle again. But Kenny and the Bucks
nah,
still
it's
have
over with.
about 5 or 10 more years of, you know what I'm saying, at least good to decent matches
Like
in them.
AEW could lose CM Punk as a wrestler,
That's fine.
maybe not as a background guy,
They
but
No,
they can't
no, no.
afford
losing.
to lose the Bucks and Kenny at
They can't
all.
afford to lose neither one. And something's gonna have to give. Now, me personally, I would let CM Punk walk. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't make it a big deal. I'll just let him kind of disappear into the background and not say nothing about it for one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they
But
really can't. They really can't say anything right now because apparently there's supposed to be legal issues looming because of that
yeah,
whole shit that happened
but
with.
Kenny and the Bucks, if you lose them, guess what? You taking the E out of AEW. It's
Mm-hmm.
all elite wrestling. Now you got rid of the entire elite. Cody Rhodes is already gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now you lose Kenny and the Bucks. What does that mean? Where does that leave your company now? You know what I'm saying? I understand you got the best young talent in the game. I get that. But
Mm-hmm.
look at what kind of example you setting for them. You know what I'm saying? You letting people know that you can be swayed. You can let people run your guys off, people you depend on, and they being ran off because of the stupid booking. Not stupid booking decisions, but the stupid personnel decisions y'all been making. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tony
that's
Khan. Tony Khan needs to step in and be a boss instead of just a mark and a wrestling fan. That's
That's
basically what he's
basically
been doing. He's a mark and a fan, which ain't nothing wrong with it.
nothing
But
wrong
when
They
with
you
it.
can't run
own,
no company like
But
that.
you
yeah,
can't run a
but when you
company
own a
like
company,
that.
you can't. You know what I'm saying?
You cannot
Mm-mm.
run a company like that, bro, because you're gonna have situations like this when you ain't got your foot down on motherfuckers to like, hey, that's the one thing I will say about Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, we may joke and say what we say
And
about
feel
Vince
how we
McMahon,
feel about Vinnie
but
Mac.
one thing about Vinnie Mac was he had foot down on his talent. You know, sometimes they may have got the best of them. You know, there's some people they were just larger than life, and it happens. But
Mm-hmm.
he
But more
managed to
often than
keep
not,
shit
because he
straight.
was gonna fire your ass.
Yeah, yeah, he won't fire your ass. He didn't care who. He didn't care if you was the top guy in the company. He didn't care about
Fired,
that. You gone.
Fired.
You fucked
fired,
up. You gone.
You're
fired.
fired.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
boy,
So
you
that's
know who
what
I am? That boy don't care.
he don't
But
care, man.
but that's 50 years in the making though, bro. He can do that.
Yeah, he can
Tony
do
Khan
that,
can't
but
risk
Tony
that.
Khan
You know
can't
what I'm
really
saying?
necessarily do that yet because a lot of people don't
Because
realize this too. That man ain't never ran a wrestling company up. It's only been what 2 years, 3 years now.
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
Yeah, about 3 years. And keep in mind, like, you know, he's still 3 years in. It's not like Vince McMahon. That man been in it. Well, he was in it for a long ass time for him to build that type of leverage. So I get that,
man, about time we was of age. WWE,
that man was already
WWF,
at that point.
WWF had already been around, bro.
Yeah, he was already at that point to
Been
now where he
around,
can
bro.
like fucking fire people and shit. You know,
But
so yeah, Tony Khan just got to like. I love Tony Khan because I love the passion that he. At least he cares about wrestling, but
yeah,
it
he got a
comes a
different
point.
passion for wrestling that I do appreciate.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
do
I'm saying?
appreciate it too, but man, if you want this shit to stay afloat, because I really want AEW to stay afloat, bro. I really enjoyed it since it started, you know.
And
But it
they
got
got
to
a roster of wrestlers that we've been following in
fall. Yeah,
AEW that we want to see in the next 10 years become AEW champion, tag champions. You know what I'm saying? Like the
yeah,
Acclaim. Like
yeah.
we need the Acclaim to be the tag team champions before the end of this year, bro. And I feel like Tony
I
know
don't
that.
even
You
think
know
it's
what
gonna
I'm
be the
saying?
end of this year. It's literally gonna be
Hell
probably Grand
yeah.
Slam.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's gonna
before
be a
the end
grand
of the
slam,
year. Yeah, it's
and
gonna be.
they
Let's
gotta
say
have
before
it.
the end of the year.
They gotta have that New York pop for the next
They
champion,
got
because you
to.
know
Hell
The
next
yeah.
champion from New
Acclaim.
York. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Listen,
oh yeah,
Ain't nothing
yeah.
better than getting that hometown win, man. You know
ain't
what I'm
You hear
nothing
saying?
me?
better than that, bro.
And also, I'm gonna be having my scissor me daddy ass. I'm so
Hey,
fucking happy,
I
fool.
feel like they gonna do the foam fingers, bro.
They got
That
the
shit gonna
damn
be
shirts, bruh.
the foam fingers gonna be hilarious. I saw a tweet about that the other day. Some of the fans been asking for the scissor me daddy ass fingers and foam fingers.
Folks
That's
gonna be,
merch right there,
folks gonna,
bro.
folks gonna be at the show.
Folks
Niggas
gonna
gonna have
that shit gonna
another
be sold
foam
out.
finger.
I'm pretty
That's gonna
sure
be
the
live
t-shirts
as
been
hell, though.
sold out too, bro. Everybody been rocking them joints.
They sold out already.
The
I figured,
t-shirts.
man, they sold out already on them.
I said I feel like they is.
Oh,
Cause
I was gonna say
at
shit,
Dynamite at the pay-per-view, hella folks had the damn shirt on, bro.
man.
Hella folks
Sesame
had the shirt on, bro.
daddies.
But yeah, man. Is it anything else about the transgressions going on in the AEW y'all want to touch on?
Before we we're gonna do a part 2, people. So it's really a lot of shit to get over. But man, yeah, I got a funny. They said like, goddamn Nick Jackson, man, got popped in the face with a fucking chair.
Got knocked the fuck out.
yeah.
Nigga thinking
Knocked the
every
fuck
time
You
out,
saw
you
the
knock
fight.
the fuck out.
I'm talking about
What
all
you got
types of,
saying? You
bro.
knock the fuck out. Knock the fuck out.
What's the
Knock.
dude name?
Ace Steel, Biden,
Ace
Kim,
still
man.
been watching Boondocks. You know what I'm saying?
I know
Threw the
exactly.
chair in the
Hey,
crowd.
here you go. Nah. A nigga moment. plus nigga synthesis, it was
Mhm.
a fucking disaster. And that's
Right.
what happened.
Bruh.
Exactly what happened, bro.
Oh man,
Cause
I'm
they say
just
Kenny when they say, you know what I'm saying, the Bucks, they went into the room. I don't know who threw the first punch. They were like Kenny Omega was trying to get the dog out the
he
way.
trying to bag up
They were
everything.
like Ace bit Kenny and shit, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Nick
Hey,
got
fool.
popped and got fucking floored, you know what I'm saying? But then it comes out they was like Brandon Cutler was involved, Mike Nakazawa, Christopher Daniels,
but it wasn't
fucking
even
Fat Buck.
what's
Like,
fucked up. I'm sorry, Ron, but what's messed up? I was like, bro, these folks trying to break it up, not trying to get into it. I don't understand why they had to get suspended. They were literally trying to break the shit up, you know.
Now
So
this is my thing, bro. And I saw this on another show. How many vloggers AEW got? And ain't nobody got no footage of this fight.
yeah,
Ain't
Somebody
nobody
got
got no
something.
footage of this
no footage.
altercation.
Well, see,
Somebody
nah,
got
see,
something.
Somebody
now,
got it.
hold on, y'all, hold on. I think that's another reason why you don't want to have footage of that because, like I said, well, it might be
on the
because they still
political and
they might be on some
the
fucking
legal side. Of course,
legal
ain't nobody
shit. That's why I
posted
was
the
like,
video.
it wouldn't be wise to have the
Where the
video
fuck is
from
GGTV at?
mine. Black and white, baby. Had a hidden camera up somewhere.
For real.
That would have been live though.
Cause they got Sammy Guevara, they got Ethan Page, they got Brandon Cutler who was involved, and somebody else
Oh damn! I just
Danhausen.
doing
realized they
vlogging
ain't
and
gonna be
shit. Yeah.
they ain't gonna be
Danhausen.
no, huh? Danhausen. Yeah,
Danhausen.
Blink. No, Kenny. Blinghausen.
You said there ain't gonna be no
Danhausen.
being the elite.
It ain't gonna be no being. I just realized it probably ain't gonna be no being elite tomorrow or for quite a
I
while.
don't think
That's
they
a
ever. I
good
don't think they
question.
ever
That's a
missed
good
the
question.
episode.
That's a good question.
That's
Because
wild.
yeah.
Who's gonna? I don't even know who gonna do it because it's normally the Bucks and
Man, say it's
Brandon
Brandon Cutler in the books, and they did one after the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was before everything
But that was before all
transpired.
the other shit that had happened. And then
Yeah,
I
so I
don't know.
don't
That's a
know.
good
Shit,
question, man. They might be at their house wrestling in the backyard again.
bro.
Hey, I take it. I take it. That was pretty dope. I take it.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just a lot of craziness going on in AEW.
I
With
don't
the
think it'd
fact
be
that these
wise,
folks is
though.
having a issue with each other.
Shit,
But then again, bro, all of this could be part of the plan, bro.
I don't, bro. Hold on. I honestly
Because
don't think
drama is good for business, bro.
it is, but
It is, but not this
this
kind of drama.
this type of
This is
drama,
over
yeah,
drama.
this type of drama, no.
They always had this type of drama, bro. This basically Vince McMahon in a steroid trial back in the day.
Back, yeah. Nah, but I see this the thing though, bro. I think the reason why because AEW had, not saying that they probably said it, but people already had put AEW in a high standard when it first started, when Vince was still running shit at WWE. So of course, this happening, everybody, and I mean everybody, was just waiting. They were just waiting for this moment.
The next scam in wrestling.
Just wait.
But yeah, bro, it's just, man. It might be the end of CM Punk. I don't feel like it's gonna be the end. I don't think it's gonna be the end of the AEW.
It ain't. Listen, it will only be the end if Tony Khan don't get no type of structure. It will literally be the end because, like I said, this type of shit right here is not going to. It's not going to necessarily. It's going to put a dent in the armor or a blemish on AEW, but it's not going to completely
wipe them out.
Yeah, nah, man. They still putting on good ass wrestling regardless of what.
It's still a multi-million-dollar business at this moment.
Yeah, at this moment. Now, like I said, but this ain't gonna hurt them, but it'd probably be best to move on. It'll probably be best to move on from CM Punk, Phil Brooks. I love, like I said, I love CM Punk. It's crazy, bro. Just a year ago, we were talking about this man being back, and had the
Excited.
pockets, bruh. Man, I was excited as hell. I had goosebumps and everything, and now
Smiles, Hallmark cards, all that shit.
all types of shit. And
Now
now
this
this
main
is where
ass
we at.
is
This is
doing
where
what
we
CM
at.
Punk does, bro. The folks said he was the world champion in WWE. It wasn't happening. In AEW, he the world champion. And he's still not happy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
So
man.
it seemed like a lot of controversy and shit follows CM Punk wherever he go.
Yeah, and that's but see that's just kind of how CM Punk has always been, and that's what I've respected about CM Punk because I don't really hear. That's the only couple of bad things. That's the only bad thing that I really hear about him. I don't never hear this man being racist. I've never heard about this man, beating on women. I don't know. I've never heard of him doing anything of that nature. People just give him a bad rep because of how he acts and how he
See like how he handles
how he
business.
stands on shit. That's just literally he just stands on shit pretty much. You can't hate somebody for that. But I feel, at that moment at the media scrum, I was like, bro, you could have said this shit off the.
You could have not said it at all.
Yeah, not say that at all, man. Like you just took the whole focus away from
the whole event.
From a good ass. It was a good ass show. A good response. Just
it was
long
a
as
long
shit,
ass show.
It's long as hell, but it was a good response to Clash at the Castle.
And Worlds Collide because they came on the same day.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? That's for the next episode. You know what I'm saying? But
that's for part 2.
Yeah, man. It seems like AEW has finally had they core really shooken up. You know what I'm saying?
That honeymoon been over. We were just waiting for that. We were just waiting for it. It's crazy because you were just anticipating it. It was bound something.
That's what I was finna say too. Like we just knew it was finna. We knew something was finna happen with AEW, bro. Because it was too glorious for so long. It slick kind of started with Cody left because we were like, "Whoa, Cody leaving!" How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That nigga was the front runner. You know what I'm saying?
He was the man that's kind of started it all, and now he back home.
Now he went back to WWE. Like, we got a problem here. And we knew something next was gonna happen with goddamn AEW on the level of I didn't think it was gonna be on the level of this because if you lose, it's like you lose it. It's either lose 3 or lose 1, and I don't think you know what I'm saying. Anybody will choose to lose that 1 over the 3, depending on whatever that 3 is. Like if you got fucking, I don't know.
But right now the 3,
it's just hard to choose. Like CM Punk or the Elite, you know what I'm saying? Like me for sure, I would have to go with the Elite because I mean they literally started this shit. Like it's all elite wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say I had to go with the Elite too because it's like you weren't with us when this started.
You weren't with them shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna say that. Bitch, you wasn't shooting in the gym.
You weren't there at their first all-out show when they sold that bitch out. You know what I'm saying?
They sold that bitch out. It was known as All In at the time.
Yeah,
it was all in. But yeah, I would, man. If I had to let CM Punk go. I mean, it was the novelty. And crazy thing is, Punk even said this. He even foreshadowed this shit. I think it was maybe like his second week, maybe third week back. He kind of said in the promo, and I don't remember what he said in the promo specifically, but I do remember bruh saying that the novelty was gonna wear off soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hate that it had to be this soon. I mean, this soon, because I still wanted to see Punk in like outside of AEW because he could do that. He could go to, he could have if he would have been in better enough shape. And I ain't trying to knock the man because I don't know what he did in his personal time doing 7 years away.
He wasn't training. I know what he was doing. He was not training. Look, he was writing comic books. He was editing. That man was my
Because
trainer.
he was doing MMA. Yeah, he was training.
He was getting his ass whooped.
You gotta think about how hard it
There
is to
was
do MMA.
it's hard to do
Yeah, MMA is
MMA, but
hard,
he
man.
obviously
And
I
then
didn't
was
on
train
top of that,
enough.
I
he
wouldn't.
did train. But you gotta think about
He
it. He
didn't
was in his
train
late
enough,
he
Kenny.
was in his
He
late
didn't.
30s. He was in his late 30s, early 40s. It ain't nothing in the world more he could have did than what he done.
He did the
I'm
best he
sorry.
could, honestly. He
Bro,
did the
he
best
could've
he
did
Yeah.
could, but it
if
just
he
that
was
was
in
just
better
some.
shape,
Nah, that's father
then
time. That's the
ain't he
best
a
shape he
vegan?
was gonna ever get. Nah, he ain't no vegan, but
Oh,
he's
look,
straight edge. So he don't do
He
any
don't
drugs
drink.
or
He don't
alcohol.
smoke. He don't drink. He don't do no
bro.
drugs at all.
He a
So
square.
He a square.
I look, I know what to fix the whole problem. Check
What's
this
that?
out.
Tell
Tell
him before
CM
we.
Punk to come. Before we get out of here, let me tell you this. Tell CM Punk to call me. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up one weekend. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 founders and I got some walk hard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You
I'm
call you
the,
like
but I'm the drug
two.
addict here.
You put you like 2 O's in a 2-4. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then you get you a cup with some ice and put a bunch of Jolly Ranchers at the bottom. And right there, you got you a hell of a drink there, boy.
CM Punk is never doing
Yeah, Punk is
that.
never doing that shit, boy. The
This
Hit
man
day,
this,
crazy
the
as
day that
hit the
happens,
song, hit
man.
the song, Ron.
The
Purple
day that
oil, this
happens, bro,
all
the
I know.
internet gonna break.
This all I know.
Purple
Purple oil, this
oil.
all I know.
Boy,
This all I
crazy.
purple.
Purple. Yeah. It's a great song, bro. Back in the day. Some cold rapping going on, man. But this has been another episode of Raps and Wrestling, bro. We gonna catch up with y'all later. Hit y'all with
Part
a
two,
double piece,
baby.
you know what I'm saying? And
Part two
we're gonna be out
next
of here, you know what I'm
week.
saying? Let y'all know that it's gonna be goddamn Raps and Wrestling again. It's your boy
Oh
King
yeah,
Ron.
Yeah,
Sun
your boy Ken
Hero, the man of
Andretti,
the hour.
Too sweet
Ken
to be
Be
Andretti,
sour.
sour.
aka Dad Hero. You know what I'm saying? I finna go watch these Raiders play. You know what I'm saying? So you know what time it is. You hear me?
Yes,
Hey,
sir. We out.
but
We
I
out.
don't know why, nigga. This shit gonna be a waste of fucking time. But
Better than the Cowboys.
shit,
The,
the real show's tonight, bro. What you talking about? The real show's tonight.
the Cap Show, nigga.
It's the